Hey everybody, this is Brenda Devine from Purpose 8 Institute, and you're listening to my podcast, Living a Life of Purpose, where we discuss the importance of purpose in our everyday lives. Discovering and living out your purpose keeps you focused on God's purpose. That is sharing the good news of salvation with others. This podcast is for people like me, still searching for the answers to who am I and why am I here? You and I were designed and created by God for purpose, and we have much to do. You can listen and subscribe to my podcast, Living a Life of Purpose with Brenda Devine on Anchor and all other podcast platforms. Hi, this is Brenda Devine from Purpose 8 Institute. Hey, I just want to say thank you for joining me again. So today's topic is the probability of purpose. So yesterday I was driving in the car and I was just thinking about how God saved me, how I gave my life over to Him in the basement of my house in Oak Park, Michigan, in 2014. And I was thinking about all the different times I had heard Him and I didn't answer. And I was thinking about what if that was the last time God was even going to be bothered with me? What if that was the time that He said, you know what, I've been asking you, I've been prompting you, I've been talking to you, I've been showing you things, and you're just so hard-headed and rebellious that you just don't want to listen. Like, what if He had given up? Or what if He said, I'm moving on? And then I started thinking about God knowing me and deciding on me, designing and creating me, already had in mind of who I was going to be, what I was going to encounter, what gifts and talents and skills He was going to give me, and then the people that I would meet and the people I wouldn't meet and the things I would do. And then I was thinking about all the different things that we see or hear or speak to people, and we're prompted and we don't even act on it. And then I think about how we walk through places or go places or talk to someone, and they'll say one thing and it just opens up. It opens up a whole different perspective that we've never even thought about for ourselves. And then I thought about how our parents have to meet and how their stories have to be engaged to meet. And then I thought about how with a woman, she has all of her eggs when she's born as a little girl. She has all of her eggs, and many of them don't make it, but you were that one egg that connected with a sperm, and the probability of all that happening through the ages of time, and the probability of God giving you this gift of salvation, and the probability of you accepting and saying, yes, God, I accept this gift of salvation. I accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. And then the ups and downs we go in our faith and in our lives, and sometimes we put our faith down and we pick it back up, and we put it down and we pick it back up, and then we get to a point that maybe we're not really doing everything that God has asked us to do. And then it's that moment, that calling, that moment that you finally say yes. The probability of purpose, all of those things weave together, came into a perfect intersection between you and God. and you said yes. And I was just thinking about what's the probability of you even, just how many things have to go in place. All the things that God weaves together for you to say, yes. Yes, Lord, I will do your will. Yes, Lord, I will serve you. Yes, Lord, I love you. Yes, Lord, I commit my life to you. Yes, Lord, I am nobody and you are everything. Yes, Lord. Yes, yes. And then I was thinking about that. I mean, you can't even compute that probability. I mean, I was thinking, could there be a number for it? I'm like, you can't even compute it. So it has to be a miracle that through all the things you go through, all the things you do, all your living, all your life, all the ups and downs, all the good stuff, all the bad stuff, all the people, and then you get to this point and you meet your God and you say yes. Wow. And then I was thinking how grateful we should be for that to happen, for that miracle to happen, for that intersection to happen, for God to still offering you a gift. And you having a sense this time to say, you know what, God, I'm sorry for all the no's. Yes, Lord, this time I say yes. And how grateful we should be. How grateful I am. All those different times. Because when you start to look back over your life, you're like, wait a minute. He asked me that time. I acted a fool that time. I should have. You start going back. And how grateful we should be that he offered it. That he offered his gift of salvation. And this time we said yes. How grateful we should be. Just the whole miracle of it happening. You know, there are so many people, and we were one of them. There's so many people who love God, who want to serve, who want to discover their purpose. And it's there, and they haven't discovered it yet. Or they're not really certain, or they're confused. But you know what your purpose is. I know what my purpose is. We don't know all the details. We don't know how the plan is laid out. We don't need to know. That's none of our business. That's God's business. We're just walking and being faithful. And I pray that everyone that we meet, everyone that we touch, everyone that we speak to, everyone that we pour into, everyone that we bear our fruit to, that they hear God's gift in what we do, what we say, how they see us, that they see him in us. I pray that they have the same opportunity, that they see that opportunity and they take hold and they say, yes. I pray that they have the same type of miracle that you and I have. So I'm going to leave that with you to meditate on it, because I was driving in my car and it kind of blew my mind. So this is Brenda Devine from Purpose 8 Institute. Hey, I'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining me on my podcast, Living a Life of Purpose, on Anchor and all other major podcast platforms. To learn more about Purpose 8 Institute and our ministry of sharing the importance of purpose, please visit our website, www.purpose8institute.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and even TikTok. you would like to learn more about purpose beyond this podcast, Living a Life of Purpose, you can also purchase one of my books that are available on my website, purpose8institute.com, and also on Amazon.